If you've worked on large projects in the past, then you'll know all too well how important it is to have the right tools and systems in place. And one particularly useful tool is Earned Value Management, or EVM for short. Hi everybody, I'm Olu from Aphex, the construction scheduling software that helps delivery teams quickly build their short-term plans. In this video, we're going to be talking all about Earned Value Management, why it's so important, and how you can start implementing it right away on your project. Not only that, but we've even put together a free calculator that you can start using today. As with all of our videos, you'll definitely get the most out of it if you stick around until the end. However, if you want to skip ahead or even rewatch a section, you can do so using the timestamp bar at the bottom of the screen. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you never miss a beat when we upload a new video. So before we jump into the details, let's take a quick look at what Earned Value Management actually is. EVM was first established by the United States Department of Defense back in the 1960s. However, it's since been used for all kinds of project management across a wide range of industries. To summarize, it's a way to analyze your project's current progress against your predicted schedule and budget. As you can imagine, this is particularly useful for managing large, intricate construction projects. With so many moving parts, project managers need to be able to track progress against planned schedules and budgets. And luckily, EVM is great at doing just that. So why is EVM so important? Well, it lets us answer three crucial questions. 1. Where should we be at this point in time? 2. Where are we at this point in time? And 3, where will we be if we carry on going this way? Having the answer to those questions enables you to keep senior management and other stakeholders well informed on the progress of the project. And more importantly, it helps you manage potential risks and avoid deviating from the initial plans and budgets. To quickly explain how EVM works, we have to go back all the way to the beginning of the project itself. As is the case on most projects, management sets out a scope of works that need to be agreed on before construction actually begins. That information is then used to create a work breakdown structure, or WBS for short. Each package within the WBS will then be allotted a specific budget and time frame for completion. That plan then gets used to create a project baseline, often called a planned value. That baseline is then used to monitor progress throughout the completion of the project. As work is carried out in each package, the completed tasks become earned value and are used to calculate progress in comparison to the baseline budgets and schedules. Using that data, delays and deviations from the initial plans can be addressed, corrected, and planned for. Now that you understand what EVM is and how it's used, you're probably itching to find out how it's done. And the good news is, the maths behind EVM is actually pretty simple. You just need to know your BAC, or budget at completion, which is the original budget assigned to complete the package or task, as well as your AC, or actual cost, which is the exact amount spent to date. Your earned value is then calculated as the physical percentage of the task that's been completed times your BAC. For example, a budget of £2,000 has been estimated for the installation of 10,000 bricks. To date, 4,000 bricks have been installed, which is 40% of the overall task. The EV is then 40% times your BAC, in this case £2,000. That makes the earned value £800. Using that formula, you should be able to get an idea of how far along the project is, how much you spent, and how much you theoretically should have spent at this point. One of the great things about EVM is that you can add another level of detail by mapping this information out on a chart. Then you can compare your EV against the PV, or planned value, at specific points in time. This is usually carried out at regular, often monthly intervals, so that potential issues and deviations can be managed as soon as possible. Now, if you want to take things a step further, then you can also use EVM to calculate your variance. To work out your schedule variance, you'll take your earned value and subtract the planned value, which you'll get from your project baseline. To work out your cost variance, you need to take your earned value and minus your actual cost which we mentioned a second ago. When working on schedule variance or cost variance, it's important to note that positive values indicate being ahead of schedule or under budget. Negative values indicate the project is behind schedule or over budget, and anything with a value of 0 means that the project is on schedule or on budget. One last thing, if you're using EVM on your project, then you'll probably want to know how to measure project efficiency as well. If that's the case, then Schedule Performance Index and Cost Performance Index can both be used to calculate project efficiency by assigning a numerical value. To calculate each, we'll need the same metrics that we use to calculate variance. To work out your Schedule Performance Index, just take your earned value and divide it by your planned value. To work out your Cost Performance Index, just take your earned value and divide it by your actual cost. Now, if all of this sounds like a lot, then you're in luck. We have a short blog that covers everything that we've mentioned, and we've even put together a free downloadable template so you can start tracking EVM right now. You'll find the link to both in the description below. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. And one particularly useful tool is called earned value.
What?